Hello everyone, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. This video tutorial is to help you for planning for bridge inspection. My name is Waleed Safar and I am working as Deputy Director in REMS Directorate C&W Department. Let's start our tutorial. So planning for inspection is basically divided into three phases. First is before inspection day, the planning, the activities which you will be doing before moving to the on-site inspection or the day before the actual inspection carried out. Then you have to plan for the inspection day, the activities which you are going to do at site on the day on which you will actually conduct the inspection. And the third is the post inspection activities which you will be required to do so that the inspection process is carried out in an efficient manner. So let's start with the before inspection day. So first of all, you need to understand the objective of the inspection. So the basic objective of the inspection is the public safety. The inspection is for the purpose of ensuring public safety by identifying structural deficiencies. The second objective is condition assessment. We have to evaluate the overall condition and performance of the bridge. Third is we have to meet certain regulatory and statutory requirements. And the fourth is all this inspection, the data which we will be gathering through this inspection will help us to guide maintenance, rehabilitation, and replacement decisions, which we need to take in future in order to maintain our roads and bridges in a proper way. The second part is the reviewing of inspection manuals and standards compliance. This is a very important step which you need to carry out before the inspection. Uh, the person who is going to inspect, like a bridge inspector or any field formation officers, like maybe STO or sub engineer, they need to go through the bridge inspection and diagnosis manual, which RAMS has developed with the help of JICA assistance. You need to go through this manual and you need to see the damage catalog for different type of defects, for different type of activities which you need to do on the bridge. The second is you need to look for the industry best practices to ensure uniformity and reliability. Uh, there is when you search the internet, there is a lot of material available for the bridge inspection. You can go through that. There are different manuals, case studies by different road agencies, so you can have a look on them to broaden your vision for the inspection. The third is design and construction records. So maybe you can review before going for the actual inspection the design of that structure and any maintenance which has been carried out later on. This will help you to have an understanding of the structure which you are going to inspect, so that you can know beforehand what type of structure it is, what type of reinforcement was in that structure, and maybe on site if you see any discrepancy, any issue, you can better categorize that damage. The fourth is previous inspection reports and maintenance history. When you open the application, you can see any previous inspection carried out. You need to go through that inspection so that you can read the inspector's note, the issues which were pointed out last time, and you can see if the rectification has been done or not. And you can also see if there were any damages and how they have progressed by the time the second inspection you will be conducting. So the third is the preparation of inspection schedule. So you actually have to prepare, any consultant team or any field formation have to prepare an inspection schedule to carry out the inspections. First of all, you can identify the bridges on the same route and you can cluster them, the bridges which are in the same vicinity or as previously said in the same route. For example, you can see this is an example of a cluster. These all the bridges are located in close vicinity, so they have been grouped as one cluster. You can calculate the travel time using the Google Maps. You should prepare schedule for at least 1 week along with the backup schedule. This is actually very important because sometimes you may have to face some unforeseen conditions. There could be a change of weather in one particular area, or there could be traffic blockages due to which the inspection of some bridges might be affected. So you must have some backup schedule to work on in case of any hindrance in the inspection. You have to convey the plan to your inspector and driver. If the plan This step is actually important. If the plan is being developed by the consultant office or by the higher office, then you need to convey this to the inspectors. If inspectors themselves are developing this plan, then obviously no need. You have to keep the track of schedule and modify as required if there is any on-site issues going on which change the inspection, the bridges which were to be inspected. So you need to update the schedule as the inspection process goes on, so that your schedule remains intact, and you should know which bridges have been inspected and which bridges are still required to be inspected. The next is preparing. This is another preparing inspection schedule. The other steps which are required to do. The number of spans inspected in a day depends on the distance. If the distance is more, spans will be less, and similarly, if the distance is less, you can inspect more spans. This is a general formula, keeping in mind the experience which we have gained over the past 2 years by inspecting different structures. This formula has been developed. The main part of this formula is actually the inspection time for required for one span. So you can see in this formula that we have given 10 minutes per span. This is an average time. Maybe some spans can take more than 10 minutes, but some can take less than 10 minutes. But overall, in an inspection cycle, the average would be like 10 minutes. So you have to calculate like this, that travel time, and you can add maybe 30 minutes for any contingencies, and then you can add 10 minutes per span. Like if there is a 10 span bridge, so you can consider 100 minutes required for the inspection time, and then you can add 1 hour lunch or prayer break, and all this should be less than the working hours. For example, if a team is working for 8 hours, so you should plan these activities in such a way that they should be able to complete the work for a day in 8 hours. Some other factors which you need to consider while preparing the inspection schedule are like weather forecast. So whenever you have to prepare a plan, you must consider the weather of that area. In case of overcast conditions, the image quality will not be good, especially under the bridge. For example, if you have to take a picture of a bearing pad, so if the light is not good, the image will not be good. Secondly, in case of rain, the bridge, it will be difficult to access the different part of bridges. So this weather forecast must be seen before the finalizing the inspection schedule. Public holidays should be accounted for, and similarly, the leaves of bridge inspectors should also be accounted for while preparing the inspection schedule. Next is you have to download the data on bridge inspection application before moving for the inspection. This application has been developed by the RAMs to carry out the inspection, and this works in the offline mode. So when you are at your place and you have the internet access, so you can download the data of the district where you are going to inspect. The inventory data of the district will be available on the application, but you have to download that data for which you require internet. So for example, if you are going to inspect different structures in Faisalabad district, so you should select like this Faisalabad from the district, and you can press the sync data button. It will download all the inventory of the Faisalabad district bridge structures into your application. Then you can use this data for entering different sorry for uploading different photos and defects and all that, which will be explained in the other tutorials. But you have to do this step before the inspection. Otherwise, the inspection will not be successful. You should also review the inspection equipment available with you, and see if that all the inspection equipment is in order. It is advisable that batteries of drones, cell phones, and tablets must be fully charged the night before the inspection, so that there should be no downtime of there should be no incident that you are at site and you don't have sufficient battery available of instruments drones. That will affect the pace of inspection. It is advisable that you should carry a power bank with you, so that in case of battery down, you can recharge the battery with the help of power bank during the travel time. You must regularly clean the equipment for maintenance of the equipment. If possible, you should also have some backup tools, backup equipment in case of any damage or any equipment malfunctioning. You can have some backup equipment, like for example, if you have one pole camera, you should ideally carry another one instead of one, so that if one has malfunctioned, so you should have another to use, and that will save a lot of time. Now, on the inspection day, you first of all, before going to the inspection site, you must fill a pre-survey checklist. This checklist will contain all the necessary list of equipment required to be carried for the inspection. You can develop a checklist yourself, or you can get a sample from RAMS. This checklist will ensure that any equipment you don't left or you don't miss at home, and it will ensure that you have all the necessary equipment required for the successful inspection. This is a simple checklist which we have used at RAMS for the inspections. So you can see that at the top there is the inspector name, and then there are target bridges which were required to be inspected, their scheduled time during the day. For example, this is from 15:20 to 16:30. This is from 13:10 to 15:10. Their coordinates, their exact location coordinates. Then there is personal protective equipment (PPE), hard hat, goggles, needed, arranged, not arranged. Similarly, inspection kit and other arrangements. So this type of checklist will help the inspector before moving to the site in ensuring that he has all the relevant equipment available and he is ready for the inspection. When you have reached the site, first of all, you should quickly judge the safe routes to approach the bridge with respect to traffic, and then ideally, uh, all the inspectors should divide the activities between themselves. For example, if there is a team of three, one inspector can be assigned to take drone images. One can be assigned to take to start inspecting the spans from one side, the other can start from the other side, or one inspector can look for the safety arrangement at the top, or inspection from the top of the road. So you can divide. The purpose is that you should divide the activities instead of everyone doing the one activity together. So that is not very good practice. If all the team is going to do each activity all together, that will not save time. So you should divide the activities between yourself, and then start working, and that will save you a lot of time. This is very important. You need to ensure that you have a proper safety plan. You have the relevant staff with you if required, and you should carry the safety cones in your vehicle for the lane closure. And there should be no compromise on safety. Many a times under the bridge, there are some challenging conditions. There are usually construction debris under the bridge, or maybe a river is passing, a stream is passing, or there could be other hazards under the bridge. So you should ensure that you have all the safety equipment with you. And similarly, when you will be inspecting the bridge from the top, you should have proper arrangement for the traffic diversion, for the lane closure, so that no inspector is hurt in any way, and the smooth running of the traffic is also ensured. Uh, the third part is post inspection activities. So once you have done all the inspection at site and you're back to your place, so you have data with you, and it is advisable that all the inspectors should once again discuss all the data between them. For example, if you have taken an image of a defect and you have labeled it as category 3 damage at site, so maybe when you come back, you should again discuss with all your colleagues and have their opinion and build a consensus. You might need to revise this level. For example, uh, it is quite possible that you have erroneously given a higher level to any damage, and after reviewing, you can come, you understand, or you feel that this is not the level of damage which you previously thought, and it should be level 2. So you should fix that error before the final uploading of the data. Similarly, you should discuss all the damages, all the inspections you have recorded between the team members, and then after correcting all the errors or all the discrepancies which you see, you should upload the data to the BMS database. Once the data is uploaded on the BMS database, the senior consultant team, like a structural engineer, or maybe in case of field formation, the executive engineer, they can review the data being uploaded by the field formation by the field teams. They can do this by using the BMS evaluation module, and they can see all the inspection which has been done, all the damages which have been uploaded on the BMS portal, and they can review each of them, and then they can give their comments. If they see that any inspection is not up to the mark, or damage identification needs some correction, they can give their remarks and send it back to the inspector. Once they send back to the inspector, a pop-up will come in the application, and the inspector can see it, and he can see the remarks of the senior officer, and he can revise, or he can correct his inspection, or he can also, you can have a discussion about it. The real purpose of this step is that the inspection should be continuously monitored by a senior engineer, and he should be the final, he should have a look before this inspection record is being sent to the RAMs, and any necessary corrections are corrected before being sent to the RAMs. This will also ensure that the inspection quality is, it will keep on getting better and better. For example, if initially there were some issues, later on, if the remarks are given at the right time, the inspectors will not repeat that mistake in the coming up inspections. So the third part is you have to also monitor the bridge inspection progress. You have to keep a continual record of inspection progress and factors delaying the speed to forecast the finish time for next inspection. You have to manage travel time and inspection time skillfully to utilize working days effectively. You have to maintain continuous contact with RAMs, or maybe the field formation, for any help or unforeseen issue. You can have this sort of chart with you to track the inspection speed. Uh, for example, you can see here the blue line is indicating the inspected spans, and this orange line is indicating the planned spans. You can ignore the purple line here; it's not required here. So, by this type of graph, you can continuously monitor the number of spans which were actually planned, and then the number of spans which have been actually inspected, and it can give you an idea about any issues you are having, or any delays you are facing. so you can work on removing any hindrances and any other issues which are impacting the speed of the progress. So this is all from the planning for the inspection, and I hope that it gave you a basic idea about how to plan for the inspection and how to do different activities in an efficient way before conducting the inspection, during inspection, and after inspection. So if you have any questions, you can reach me out via mobile or my email address, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.